Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I am bringing you a layout for Make Paper Art. And what I did with this cut file was I printed it out on a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of copy paper. And I am going to trim it out and use it as a template and create a flower vase. Now this cut file is called Granny's Garden, and you can get it over at the Make Paper Art Etsy store. I'll have all that information in the description bar below. So this did take a while. More or less placement of how I wanted it to look was kind of lengthy. And then the process, I am actually going to stitch all this down. So the process of stitching all of this down, I kind of did that within like a 2-hour movie. So really no big deal. It went very quickly. Now, before I was a scrapbooker, I did a lot of quilting and needlework, actually cross stitch. And so sewing for me is very therapeutic and very relaxing, and I really enjoy it. So, just kind of watching a movie and thoughtlessly stitching was, fun and relaxing for me. And I think the layout turned really, really pretty. So I definitely will do this again. And I think using a cut file in a way that is, different than what you would just suspect on how to use it is really fun too, because you can get a lot of miles out of your cut file that way. You don't just have to cut them out of paper. So this is a perfect example of, kind of thinking outside the box and doing something different with your cut files. And that's what I like about them. So I'm not going to bore you with watching me do this entire process of sewing. I do cut to the chase. I think I show you a little bit and then I'll cut it off, and then through the magic of editing, there you go. Through the magic of editing, it's all sewn down. So I did use some lighter colors for the outside of the flowers and some darker colors for the inside, just to add a little bit of depth and dimension to the flowers, so they look more realistic. So I think this is a picture. Yeah, this is a picture of. Oh, I'm sorry, I was wearing my pajamas. I was scrapping in my PJs. So this is a picture of one of the flowers that we saw in Maui, and I just think I took a ton of pictures of flowers because I love flowers, of course, and I just think they're so beautiful and represent so many wonderful things in the world, as far as beauty and just aesthetically pleasing, relaxing. It's like nature's way of renewing, and I just love this picture. It was a very crisp, clear, clean image that I got, and I took this on my phone, so I was pretty impressed. And I think we were just taking a walk up to the little shopping area, if I recall, and this was along the sidewalk. So that documented is from a project life card, and I just fussy cut that out, and then I'm taking a few bits and pieces, not very many large pieces here at all, just some small items that I had that I thought might complement the photo. The background behind the photo that I layered it with is one of the Wildflower Cheeky Studio papers, and then I had just a little stretch of vellum that I put on the bottom, and I tore those edges just to make it look a little bit more texturized. So here I'm going in. I also fussy cut this butterfly from a project life card, and then you can see there that I did sew it down as well. And so I'm just going to stick that down, and I think I used just a glue dot to stick that down because I wanted it to have the wings that still stuck up and added a little bit of dimension. So there is that little element, and I'm keeping this layout fairly simple. I didn't want to Oh, excuse me. I didn't want to get messy or mixed media. I wanted to keep it very clean and fresh. And I think I accomplished that. So that little label was just in my bowl that I keep bits and bobs in on my desk. Couldn't tell you where it's from. And a little bit of yellow variegated twine. And I think I go in, I'm going to come in with some of the Cheeky Studio Wildflower Set 5 ephemera. And I'm just going to add a couple of flowers that I feel match the flower in the picture. And again, I am keeping this simple, so I just use 2 or 3 of those. And I think I'm trying to go through them. Yeah, there you go. I'm trying to go through them and see which ones that I like. So, when you watch this video, it is the 29th of November, and that leads us into Christmas and the holidays for Christmas. And so I know a lot of people are going to be doing December dailies and Christmas albums and things of that nature. I don't normally do that. I feel like there's enough people on YouTube that do Christmas layouts and Christmas documenting and documented daily and things of that nature, and that's wonderful, and I love that, and I know a lot of people love that. But I will continue to do my regular series for design teams and for Cheeky and for the empty box series and things of that nature. I like to scrapbook the everyday. Now, I did take a ton of Thanksgiving pictures, and I will be sharing some of those. And I will take as many as I can of Christmas and eventually share those. Usually it's after the fact and not before, or during. So, like for instance here, I'm still working on a Maui album from May of 2017. So I just kind of scrap what I like. And I do want to continue to get through my empty box series because I think that's a really fun project and I'm enjoying the process. And so I hope you stick with me through December because it's just going to be a little different than what a lot of YouTubers are doing. And I think that's good. I mean, you can't, not every video can be December daily. So maybe it'll give you a little bit of variety of inspiration. And I have decided to slow down my process a little bit and go back to enjoying a little bit more of what I want to create. And so hopefully my layouts will improve. That is my goal, especially for the coming year. I would like to be more thoughtful in what I produce. And so I feel like I've been rushed the past year, just for multiple reasons I won't go into. And I'm sitting here thinking, do I want to add splatters? Do I want to add splatters? I do end up adding a little bit of no yoking shimmers, just a very, very subtle amount, very, very small splatters. And so nothing big here. But yeah, that's kind of my thought moving into December. I did go ahead and sew down. Those were just trimmed off of a piece of the Wildflowers paper. And then this is from my stash. And I'm going to add it to the bottom of the page. And so just something a little different, a different design element. I wanted it to, just play off of the colors that were in that photo and also in the sewing. And so still keeping it very clean and linear, but thought it just needed a little extra something since there was so much white. I'm pretty sure that wraps up the layout. I don't think I add anything else. And I do appreciate you watching. If you get a chance, if you want to get some cut files, then I will have information on how to find the Make Paper Art Etsy store. And I will have some information on how to find their Facebook group. So that is a fun little group to join if you want some inspiration on how to use your cut files. And I guess that's it. I will have still pictures at the end and some information on how you can find some other videos from me and playlists and how to subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye. I forgot one thing. Make sure that you stay to the end if you would like 10% off your order. There is a discount code. It's simply Tuesday10. So Tuesday is TUESDAE, and that will get you 10% off of your cut files. Okay, I think I'm done now. Ta-ta for now. Bye.